transition from a street car, a car with air conditioning and fancy seats and all of that kind of thing, to a race car is a fascinating one. To me, it's the transition from being a utility, comfort, family-oriented product to something a lot more focused. And I love focus. So today is a good day for me because today I get to drive the new Volkswagen Vento race car. This meets a new set of racing rules. It's a new car created to meet that specification. I'm very excited. The category is called TC4-A and it's for cars weighing a minimum of 1,150 kilograms with the driver. Engines can be up to 2000 cc with turbochargers, but a restrictor in the turbo caps power. It's a class that was designed to permit many manufacturers to create race cars easily, at least in terms of expense. So this car, raced by Kartik Thorani, started life as a regular Vento, and then the Volkswagen Motorsport India team went to work on it. There are many layers in a passenger car that separate you from what's going on under the skin, and there's a lot of sound deadening, there's insulation, there's a lot of stuff. This car has almost none of it, so the first thing you'll notice when you get inside the car is it's a really hot place to be. But the thing that will blow your mind is the amount of noise that is inside this car, and it's absolutely lovely. Most of it is coming from the transmission. It's a race transmission, there's a heavy whine, it comes from the straight cut gears and all of that. But it's just hilariously loud inside, and it just totally changes the sensory experience that you're having as you try to drive this car fast. I love it. This is how I want my cars to be. The surprise is that the Vento's 1.8-litre engine doesn't actually have that much work done to it. Volkswagen Motorsport India says it's proven so robust that they're doing one service and oil change a season and it runs just fine. The turbo can manage 250 PS, but the class regulations cap that to 215 PS. The Vento runs a sequential race gearbox from 3MO, a French company. Gearbox electronics and telemetry comes from Motec, and it's one of the reasons why the car runs so reliably, says Volkswagen Motorsport India. The gearbox is lovely to use. You slam the shifter forward for downshifts, pull it back hard for upshifts, and you never come off the throttle. And the boom inside the cabin as the gears change is just insane. I would like this to be a feature in all of the cars I drive from here on out. Inside, everything from a normal car is missing. You get a nice race bucket seat with a 6-point harness, a small steering wheel, and a simple Motec color display that shows you the essentials. What a simple car! The lack of insulation does mean it's incredibly loud inside as well as insanely hot inside, but honestly, when you're driving, there's so much happening it doesn't bother you at all. This is a proper race car. Building a race car is fun because you get to play with the car, right? So this thing has MRF slicks, it's got special lightweight wheels, it's got a giant roll cage inside. This particular category has a free brake specification, so there's a huge brake in the front. But then you say, what am I going to do with the cup holders? Well, that's when the fun begins because look, no cup holders. I started slowly but rapidly gained confidence in the Vento, and I was able to drive harder and harder out of the corners. The Vento is edgy enough to keep you sharp and honest, but it's friendly enough for you to learn as well as push the car. And it's fast enough to feel like something special too. The fact that the Vento looks good and is even more attractive in race livery is just the cherry on this rather delicious cake. Oh, this is a really nice car to drive, but you know the best part about it? If you walked up to Volkswagen Motorsport and said you wanted to buy one, they would sell you one. You could buy this car now. What would you do with it? Now, Volkswagen is obviously racing it, and in theory you could join the same race series, but this would make an excellent track day car because it's proving to be extremely reliable. They make one oil change a year, so it's extremely easy to use. It's not street legal, so you'll have to put it on a trailer and bring it to the racetrack whenever you want to, but it just works.